a metal folding chair and tuck my hands underneath them. An invisible string cinches my shoulder blades together. I don't cuss, so I whisper, "Please." The state fair usually comes in June, and sugar powders the air for a week of pig races between contestants with names like Rush Limhog. But it's early April, and we never go to the fair anyway. Mom says the rides are slapdash, the food, heart attack. Still, I picture a Ferris wheel in place of the tent, a gigantic sparkling bangle with a cotton silo for backdrop. I imagine riding up the Ferris wheel and pausing at its apex. I see Lubbock glittering to the edge of Caprock Canyon, a drop to nothing by night. I see the Lubbock Metro Tower, the tallest building in town, historic for being one of the last dominoes standing after the tornado of 1970 wiped half of Lubbock flat again. Skyline of First Baptist Church, of Wells Fargo Bank, of shining red double T on the University football stadium, of Loop 289, enclosing the city in convenience. At Lubbock's border, pump jacks in buck and bow. Due west, streetlights mapping the asphalt grid past the Dollar Theater to the stoplight by my flat-roofed white brick house. I long to hazard my life at the top of the Ferris wheel, breathing air so dry you think it's light. To forget the prayer service and its prophecies. But the night closes overhead like an eyelid. Each stranger in the tent could be a storyteller, so thick are their faces with living. My mother stands out in such a place. She is muscular, her skin dewy and smooth, limbs clenched like a cage. One wonders what turn in life brings this woman to a gathering of the hard up. But no one approaches Mom to ask. She looks like a dare, and most people choose truth. Besides, it doesn't take long to find the answer. My father is a young man, growing old so fast, it seems you can watch it happening if you stare. Eyes shift to take in signs of my father's bad fortune. His skin is tinted yellow. His shoulder bones peek under his polo. But nothing establishes the gravitas of our situation, like the sight of me and my 4 younger siblings. Here are the 5 children of a woman with a dying husband. Have mercy. Eyes fill with watery hope, as though the very thought of fatherless children hearkens God's intervention. No adult has heard the news of my father without a shuddered heave and dial to the internist. Even the mailman dropped his blue canvas bag and cried. But here, in the slipshod dwelling of the sanctified, people smile with satisfaction, like they've been cast briefly into the years to come and beheld there, if not Christ's return, the amazing fact of Dad's recovery. One woman braces herself over the chairs in front of us and speaks. God will restore the years the locusts have eaten. I smile weakly. Mom nods. Amen, she says. Thank you. The microphone overloads, and the keyboardist and drummer ready. The evangelist booms. Turn to somebody and say, I believe you're going to get a miracle tonight. A woman taps my shoulder and takes my hands. Her fingers are cold. Her squeeze hard. She draws me in and shouts that God has a word for me tonight. Just what I feared. I feel responsibility for the future of my family, who believe God physically heals, just as he did in the time when Jesus walked the earth. His miraculous touch, a touch that can bring health and wealth and long life in this fallen world, can be prevented by only one thing: a lack of faith. Each day that Dad wakes ill, I wonder if there is more I've yet to do. More faith to build up and to show. I wonder if the woman holding my hands is about to condemn me. She barks something I can't make out and bounces away, waving her arms. The aisle fills with fancy footwork. Some dance a spirited jig. A lady with a blonde hive rattles a tambourine. The evangelists